In today's hyper-competitive world, the pressure to constantly be on can feel overwhelming. We are bombarded with messages glorifying the hustle. The idea of a 40-hour work week seems quaint, almost laughable. Instead, we're told that success belongs to those who are willing to grind relentlessly, sacrificing sleep, relationships, and well-being at the altar of ambition. But what if this always-on culture is a recipe for disaster? What if true success lies not in endless hours of toil, but in working smarter, not harder? This essay challenges the glorification of overwork. We'll explore the hidden costs of this unsustainable lifestyle. We'll also uncover the surprising benefits of setting boundaries and prioritizing well-being. It's time to redefine success on our own terms. It's time to reclaim our time and our lives. Let's dive in. We often equate success with external validation, promotions, salary increases, and societal recognition. We're conditioned to believe that the more we work, the more successful we'll become. But this narrow definition of success overlooks a crucial element: our well-being. True success encompasses more than just professional achievements. It's about living a fulfilling and meaningful life. This includes nurturing our physical and mental health, cultivating strong relationships, and pursuing passions outside of work. When we prioritize work above all else, we risk sacrificing these essential aspects of a fulfilling life. We become slaves to our inboxes, tethered to our devices, and disconnected from the things that truly matter. It's time to redefine success by embracing a more holistic perspective, one that values well-being, purpose, and meaningful connections alongside professional accomplishments. The human body wasn't designed for relentless work. Pushing ourselves beyond our limits has serious consequences for both our physical and mental health. Studies have linked chronic overwork to a myriad of health problems, including cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, and weakened immune function. Mentally, the toll can be equally devastating. Chronic stress, anxiety, and burnout are common among those who consistently overwork. This can lead to difficulty concentrating, impaired decision-making, and increased risk of depression. The constant pressure to be on can also take a toll on our relationships, leaving us feeling depleted and disconnected from loved ones. The evidence is clear. Overwork is not a badge of honor, it's a recipe for burnout and a shortcut to jeopardizing our health and well-being. The negative impacts of overwork extend far beyond individual well-being. Organizations also suffer when employees are chronically overworked. While it may seem counterintuitive, longer hours don't necessarily translate into increased productivity. In fact, research shows that productivity declines sharply after a certain threshold of working hours. When employees are constantly operating in overdrive, they experience decision fatigue, reduced creativity, and increased errors. This can lead to costly mistakes, missed deadlines, and a decline in overall work quality. Moreover, overworked employees are more likely to experience burnout and leave their jobs, resulting in increased turnover costs and a loss of valuable talent for organizations. The pursuit of endless growth at the expense of employee well-being is not a sustainable business model. Organizations that prioritize employee well-being and encourage healthy work-life boundaries are not only doing the right thing for their employees, but also setting themselves up for long-term success. The power of boundaries, unleashing true potential. Setting boundaries might seem counterintuitive in a culture that glorifies busyness. However, establishing clear boundaries between our work and personal lives is essential for both our well-being and our productivity. When we allow work to bleed into every aspect of our lives, we never truly get a chance to rest, recharge, and engage in activities that bring us joy and rejuvenation. This constant state of partial engagement prevents us from being fully present in any area of our lives. It also hinders our ability to do our best work. When we set boundaries, we create space for activities that nourish our minds and bodies. This allows us to return to work feeling refreshed, focused, and more creative. Boundaries are not about shirking responsibility or lacking ambition. They are about recognizing that we are multifaceted individuals with needs that extend beyond our professional lives. By setting boundaries, we create the conditions for sustainable success, both personally and professionally. Practical strategies for a sustainable work-life rhythm. Creating a healthier relationship with work requires proactive steps and a willingness to challenge the always-on mentality. Here are some practical strategies for professionals to implement. Define your priorities. Identify what truly matters to you outside of work. Schedule dedicated time for these activities, whether it's spending time with loved ones, pursuing hobbies, or simply enjoying some quiet time. Establish clear boundaries. Set specific work hours and stick to them as much as possible. Avoid checking emails or taking work calls outside of these designated times. Take regular breaks. Step away from your desk throughout the day. Go for a walk, practice mindfulness, or simply engage in a non-work related activity to clear your head. Remember, creating a sustainable work-life rhythm is an ongoing process. It requires conscious effort and a willingness to experiment with different strategies to find what works best for you. Leading by example, cultivating a culture of balance. Creating a workplace culture that values well-being and sustainable work practices starts at the top. Leaders and managers play a crucial role in setting the tone and expectations for their teams. Here are some ways leaders can foster a healthier work environment. Model healthy boundaries. Demonstrate a commitment to work-life balance by setting clear boundaries for yourself and encouraging your team to do the same. Encourage time off. Create a culture where employees feel comfortable taking vacation time and disconnecting from work without guilt or fear of retribution. Prioritize outcomes over hours. Focus on results and productivity rather than the number of hours worked. Encourage employees to work smarter, not harder, and to prioritize their well-being. By leading by example and creating a supportive environment, leaders can empower their teams to thrive both personally and professionally. Time management as a superpower. Mastering your schedule. Effective time management is crucial for achieving a sustainable work-life balance. When we master our schedules, we gain control over our time and our lives. Here are some time management strategies to implement. Plan your day. Start each day with a clear plan of action. Prioritize tasks, set realistic deadlines, and break down large projects into smaller, more manageable chunks. Learn to say no. It's okay to decline requests or delegate tasks that don't align with your priorities or capacity. Saying no to the non-essential frees up time and energy for the things that truly matter. Minimize distractions. Create a distraction-free work environment. Silence notifications, close unnecessary tabs, and designate specific times for checking email to avoid constant interruptions. By implementing these strategies, we can reclaim our time and direct our energy towards the things that are most important to us. The myth of the hero worker, embracing sustainable productivity. Our culture often glorifies the hero worker, the one who always goes above and beyond, sacrificing their own well-being for the sake of the job. However, this mentality is not only unsustainable but also counterproductive in the long run. Sustainable productivity is not about working ourselves to the bone. It's about working smarter, not harder, and prioritizing our well-being alongside our professional goals. It's about recognizing that we are more creative, focused, and productive when we are well-rested, energized, and engaged in our work. Let's retire the myth of the hero worker and embrace a more sustainable and fulfilling approach to work and life. Reclaiming your time, reclaiming your life. Time is our most valuable resource. It's finite and irreplaceable. When we allow work to consume all of our time and energy, we miss out on the experiences that make life rich and meaningful. We miss out on connecting with loved ones, pursuing passions, and simply enjoying moments of quiet contemplation. Reclaiming our time is about setting boundaries, prioritizing our well-being, and making conscious choices about how we want to spend our precious hours. It's about recognizing that our worth is not defined by our productivity or our job titles. It's time to reclaim our time and reclaim our lives. Let's choose to live with intention, purpose, and a deep appreciation for the precious gift of time. Building a better future, a call to action for sustainable success. The always-on culture is not an inevitability, it's a choice. We can choose to challenge the glorification of overwork and create a world where well-being is valued alongside productivity. This requires a collective shift in mindset, both at the individual and organizational levels. Let's start by having honest conversations about the toll of overwork and the importance of setting boundaries. Let's support organizations that prioritize employee well-being and encourage a healthy work-life balance. Let's celebrate those who prioritize their health and happiness alongside their professional ambitions. Together, we can build a better future where success is measured not by the number of hours we work, but by the quality of our lives and the impact we make on the world.